Do you believe that God created Adam and Eve? Yes, right? We believe that. And we believe, but it appears on the surface that that God also evolution is true, right? And that we evolved from apes. There's ample evidence of that, right? So that is God's doing. God allowed to take place. So if you're a scientist and you believe in evolution and not the story of Adam and Eve, then are you being misguided by God?
No.
Why?
Because God is not the one who portrayed this idea of evolution, did he?
Yes, he did.
So then you are being misguided by God. If God himself is
Wait, you don't believe in evolution?
No, I don't.
What?
No, I don't believe in evolution, not macroevolution. That's silly.
That is bizarre, but okay.
Hello amazing viewers, welcome back to Religious Insight. On today's episode of this debate with Godlogic, a Muslim proves in this video that Allah is the greatest of all deceivers after he lied to people for 600 years. Let's watch this video to find out more truth.
Okay, so what's the question?
Well, the statement is that Allah made me believe in the crucifixion.
Okay, so in Islam we believe in free will, so you made that decision.
No, Allah made it appear that he was crucified, and so therefore,
Well, that's true, but the decision to fall for that was yours.
Can I resist Allah's trick if he wants to delude me? Can I resist that?
Can you resist it? Yeah, you have free will. You can resist anything.
No, the Quran says that Allah guides.
What proof do you have? Yeah, but okay, that's true. But what proof do you have that you can't? You didn't have free choice in that situation.
Am I able to resist Allah's delusion? If he wants to delude me, can I resist his delusion?
I don't know why you're calling it a delusion. You're just at this point mocking. But the point is that you have free will. In Surah Al-Kahf, chapter 18, verse 29, it says, "The truth is from your Lord. So whoever wills, let him believe, and whoever wills, let him disbelieve."
Yeah, and chapter 14, verse 4 says, don't trip over those who reject the message, because Allah guides who he wants and he misguides who he wants.
Yeah, I mean, but that's when taken in the context, Let
me finish, please. And it goes on to say, you cannot guide those who Allah misguided. Is that free will?
Yeah, 100% it's free will, because you're taking it out of context. The people who are misguided because they have arrogance in their heart. So they made the initial decision to be misguided, is what you're misunderstanding. This is unanimous amongst all.
Why does it say that Muhammad has no capability of guiding them because Allah misguided them?
The point of that is that the Prophet Muhammad is a warner. He has no control over who accepts the message and who rejects it.
Yeah, but that's not answering the question.
No,
Why does he have no capability of guiding them according to the verse?
Sorry?
What is the reason why he has no capability of guiding those people?
Because he doesn't. Nobody has the ability to...
There's a reason. The verse gives a reason.
Right, and I'm telling you, you're taking that reason out of context, but that's a whole nother discussion. I'm answering your question. Your question is, Allah made me believe the Quran. I'm telling you that in Islam, we believe in free will, and your free will, with your free will, you chose to believe that
as a Muslim, you don't have free will in Islam. You don't. You're wrong.
I just quoted you a verse that says we do. I can quote you.
I just quoted you a verse that contradicts that. So now what do we do?
What? And I just explained that verse to you. People choose misguidance and
it doesn't say that they chose misguidance. It says Allah misguided them.
And I just gave you a verse that says, whoever disbelieves, let him disbelieve. It's from their own, it's from their will, their own.
The verse says that their disbelief comes from Allah, that Allah is the one who misguides them.
That's not what the verse says. The verse says, the truth is from your Lord. So whoever wills, let him believe. And whoever wills, let him disbelieve.
14:4 says Allah misguides who he wills and he guides who he wills.
And we don't
cry over those, don't weep over those that disbelieve, because you cannot guide those who Allah misguided.
Okay, he's talking specifically to the Prophet Muhammad, that it is not in that human being's power to make anybody believe or disbelieve, which is true. It's not in his power.
But why?
Because only God can do that.
So only God is the one who can make someone believe,
Or
and God is the one who makes people what?
No, God can do that.
Wait, according to the verse. Let's stay consistent with the verse.
Let's stay consistent. Yeah.
According to the verse, only God is the one who makes people believe, and only God is the one who makes people...
No, only God can do that. Yes.
Disbelieve.
Yeah, only God can do that. Yes.
No, it's not only God can do that, it's that's what he does.
No.
It says Allah guides who he wants, and he misguides who he wants.
No.
You cannot guide who Allah misguided.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, we believe in divine...
At the end of the day, baby. At the end of the day,
hold on, let me explain it. Don't interrupt me.
At the end of the day gonna end. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm messing with you, man. Go ahead.
The thing is as Muslims, we believe in free will and we believe in divine decree, right? So everything that happens has to happen at the will of God, right? And that's pretty much, that's the only way you can believe in God's divine plan and free will at the same time. So that should be true for you as well. And as a Muslim, our will is subject to God's will. But ultimately, if God doesn't will for it to happen, doesn't allow it to happen, it can't happen.
Gotcha. So it looks like we're not going to get anywhere with this. Let me switch the angle up here. The reason why I'm going to still go with Allah made me believe it. But according to what you're saying, I chose to believe in the delusion that Allah placed in front of us, that Jesus was crucified.
Yeah, I mean, well, you weren't there. You chose to believe what people said.
Right. So people who were there saw Jesus being crucified. However, it wasn't true. It wasn't truly Jesus being crucified, but Allah made them see that. They made them think that. Right?
He made it appear that way. Yeah.
Right. So this whole idea that Jesus was crucified comes from Allah in the first place. Right.
As does pretty much everything else, like the existence of the devil.
Okay, but so you're saying that both lies and truth comes from Allah.
It's not a lie. How is that a lie? It happened. God can't lie. It happened. You calling it a lie is misqualifying.
Well, let's see.
Misclassifying it.
Let's work it out together. Was Jesus truly crucified?
Was he crucified? No, not based on my belief. Yeah.
Right. So he wasn't crucified. So now if Allah then comes and portrays Jesus to be when he's not being crucified.
Yeah.
So that it's false that Jesus was crucified. The truth is that he wasn't. The falsehood is that he was crucified. And this falsehood was portrayed by Allah himself, right?
It's not a falsehood, though, dude. That's your understanding of it. You're calling it a falsehood is misclassifying what happened.
All right.
Let me give you an example. Just so we're on the same page, right? In the Battle of Badr, God sent angels down to help the Muslims, right? So the non-believers, they believed they were outnumbered, right? Because they were outnumbered, although they couldn't see that. The Muslims couldn't see that, right?
They were outnumbered, though.
The point is that it's not the Allah telling a lie that goes against the essence of a God. God can't.
It's like, what is the opposite of truth?
Sorry, hold on. Go ahead. I got a phone call. Yeah.
No worries. What is the opposite of truth?
The opposite of truth is a lie. No. I could be wrong about that, but I don't know. I mean, it sounds like a philosophical question.
You're right.
I'm sure that's not even the right answer, but go ahead.
It is the right answer.
But I mean, that's what you think, but I think that if we actually look that up, it may not be the right answer.
The opposite of truth is lie, is a lie. It's falsehood. Okay? So when something is not true, then it is false. Right?
So are you saying the opposite of truth or the opposite of, the opposite of truth is false. It doesn't mean a lie.
No worries. You're right. Lie comes with intention. Like someone is doing, like a lie would be somebody purposely giving falsehood, right?
Right.
So that would be, that lie has to do with intention. So if someone intends to give falsehood, then that means they're lying. Would you agree?
If somebody intends to give false information, that would be a lie. Sure.
All right, cool. So we're working together.
Yeah.
All right, so the opposite of truth is falsehood. And a lie is someone who intentionally gives false information in order to deceive. All right?
Sure.
So this is where we're at. It's not true that Jesus was crucified.
Yeah.
Right? So it's false that Jesus was crucified.
It's false.
It's false that Jesus was crucified. That's false. Allah portrayed that Jesus was crucified.
No, but your belief in what happened could be true or false. God, what actually happened is what is true. God didn't make something false or make you. That's not how it works. It's your perception, which is what's true or false, not what God did. God didn't do falsehood. God did something, and you didn't believe it.
Got you. When it says it was made to appear so, it was made to appear that he was crucified.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means that it was exactly what it says.
Who made it appear that Jesus was crucified?
God did.
All right. Is it true that Jesus was crucified or false that he was?
Is it true that Jesus was not crucified?
All right. So it's false then to say that Jesus was crucified.
Yeah.
So Allah made it appear that Jesus was crucified. So he made it appear that a falsehood took place. He brought falsehood into the mix.
Yeah, I mean no, wait. God made it appear that
Jesus was crucified.
Okay.
So
that's the reality, right?
The reality is that he wasn't crucified. Allah went against reality and
how can God go against reality?
Well, he presented a falsehood. He presented something that wasn't true, right?
So, okay, I mean but you're misunderstanding something. Let me just give you an example. Honestly, I'm not trying to deflect. I want to stick to the topic, but I want to give you an example. Do you believe that God created Adam and Eve? Yes, right. We believe that, and we believe, but it appears on the surface that there's that God also evolution is true, right, and that we evolved from apes. There's ample evidence of that, right? So that is God's doing. God allowed to take place. So if you're a scientist and you believe in evolution and not the story of Adam and Eve, then are you being misguided by God?
No.
Why?
Because God is not the one who portrayed this idea of evolution, did he?
Yes, he did.
So then you are being misguided by God. If God himself is
Wait, you don't believe in evolution?
No, I don't.
What?
No, I don't believe in evolution, not macroevolution. That's silly.
That is bizarre, but okay.
Well, look. This is where
it's not a theory, by the way. People in the chat, that is a fact as factual that can be. What are you talking about?
It's okay, man. It's okay. This is what I want to focus on, though.
Go ahead.
It's not true that Jesus was crucified. So this is a falsehood that was portrayed by Allah, right?
Listen, God put down the truth, which is that Jesus would not be crucified. You chose to believe that he was still crucified.
Well, God is Allah is the one who made it appear that Jesus was crucified, right?
Yes.
All right. So if Allah is the one who made it appear that Jesus was crucified, he portrayed a false thing. Something that's not true.
No, I'm not gonna agree with you on the wording, dude. I agree on the concept because it's just not true. Because God is the truth. He's not going to be false, and you're making it seem like he lied, and he didn't lie.
You're right on the money. I don't mean to cut you off, but you're right on the money. God, the true God, will not be false, portray something as false, or present anything that's false, because God, the true God in his nature, is truth. He cannot lie. He cannot be false. He cannot be, anything like that. This is why I reject Islam, because it paints Allah as a liar who presented falsehood to people and deceived many people. That's why he's not the true God.
He didn't present falsehood, is what my point is.
Yes. He portrayed all this falsehood, which is why I reject Islam.
It's only
See,
false because you think it's false. It's
no,
true to God.
no, you and I both agree. You and I both agree that that according to Islam, Jesus was not crucified. So to say that he was crucified would be false.
Yes.
So Allah portrayed that Jesus was crucified. So he's portraying falsehood, which is something God cannot do. You get what I'm saying?
No, God can't be false. Okay.
Exactly.
And God, right. But that, what you're considering false, God never did. God simply made it appear that Jesus was crucified, right? That is the truth. Okay. Now you believe that he was crucified. So what you believe is false. What your perception is false.
Okay. All right, man. I think that we're at a point where you see what I'm saying, and how can I say this? The things that you're like really hesitant to acknowledge and admit are the things that I'm not hesitant to admit. I'm not afraid to admit those things, which leads me to the conclusion that Islam is false. You're hesitant to admit these things because obviously you know that would lead to the conclusion that Islam is false, because God can't be a liar. He can't be false. He can't do any of that.
He can't be a liar, but where did he lie?
By making it seem like Jesus was crucified when he wasn't.
That's not him lying, though.
That is him lying.
How?
Because he's intentionally presenting false information in order to deceive the people.
But that, if that were true, he's still not lying.
That is lying. We both agree that that's what lying is. Lying is intention, right? It's when you intentionally present false information. When you
false to who? False to who?
Reality, bro. Like it's just falsehood and truth are based on reality. So reality, whatever is,
But the thing is
that
no.
Listen. Whatever is congruent with reality, that's what truth is. Whatever goes against reality, that's what falsehood is. Now, if I come and give you something, if I present to you something false intentionally, I know that it's false, yet I'm going to present it to you anyway, as if it's true. I'm a liar, right?
No, what I'm saying is that no. You're wrong here because you're saying that he presented a lie is when you present something that's untrue. What's true is that he wasn't.
And what did Allah make appear?
That he was crucified.
So he lied.
No,
thank you.
He didn't lie because the thing is in the what God did was what he did. How you choose to portray that is a lie.
Come on, man.
No, it's true.
Come on, man.
You can say that you were deceived, but that doesn't mean that you were lied to.
Come on, man.
Because what actually happened? Jesus wasn't crucified. Now, if Jesus was crucified and God told you he wasn't crucified, he would be lying to you. He didn't lie to you.
Come on, man. What we doing here, dog?
Okay, I mean, you can say that as many times as you want. You still haven't proven how he lied.
You know what? You're right, man. I haven't proven anything. So, with that being said, big dog, I think we could go ahead and end it, man.
All right.
I appreciate you coming.
Yeah, no, it's good talking to you, man. All right.
Good talking to you, man. You can come back anytime, man.
All right, take care.
All right, take care.
Alright, welcome back, guys. I believe you enjoyed watching this video. Let us know your views about this video in the comment section. Also, don't forget to share it with your friends and your family. Subscribe to this channel if you have not done so. If Allah is the best and the greatest of all deceivers and you can't do anything against his trick, he chooses to make you stay righteous or make you sin, then that entity or that being is not God but the devil. The Muslim guy asserts that Islam upholds free will, but within the boundary of divine decree, humans are accountable for their choices, but Allah's will ultimately governs the outcome of whatever you are doing. But Godlogic challenges this assertion, citing Quranic verses like Quran chapter 14 verse 4 and others that suggest that Allah guides whom he wills and misguides others. This appears to undermine the concept of free will the Muslim guy was talking about, which means Allah is fully in control of your decision and you don't have any single say to your action. Godlogic questions whether Allah's act of misguiding can coexist with human accountability. The Muslim guy argues that the event of Jesus' crucifixion was made to appear as such by Allah, but it didn't truly happen. And I believe that was the reason why Godlogic asks that question. Godlogic counters that this amounts to Allah presenting a falsehood which they equate with deception. If Jesus did not die but Allah made it to appear so to them, it means that Allah is a deceiver for deceiving the Jews and Christians into believing that Jesus was crucified. And we all know who the Bible describes as a deceiver, which we all know that it is Satan, the devil. So if Allah is deceiving people from the time of Jesus down to the time of Muhammad, it means that he has deceived them for 600 years. And the God of Islam that have deceived these people for this long is no any other person but Satan, the devil. Guys, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and your family. Subscribe to this channel if you have not done so. Thank you for watching. Love to see you in our next video.